What up, world? It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live. I'm out here at the park. The children out here playing football. It's pretty cool. Excuse the profanity in the background. But anyways, you know, man, I'm about to walk. Hold on. Every time I want to record something, it always gets super noisy. It's how our dreams work, right? Anyways, I'm doing a video. Oh, and shout out to everybody. Ooh, why you holding your phone like that? Because I want to. But anyways, I'm doing a video about mental health. Mental health, wellness, living a long life, continuing going on through hard times, all that stuff. And I'm keeping it real with y'all, because I'm going to break it down to everybody who doesn't really know. I'm going to break it down from this unique vessel perspective I have to offer at this young age that I am. So mainly, here we go. There's different ways in life. One way you could lie and just kind of sell out and, just do what you're told to do all the time for the rest of your life. That could be in a job, that could be, contracts to a, record label or to a team or whatever. The list goes on, offices that you don't really like working at, which are miserable. You don't feel free. Two, you could, build your own thing, which will take a lot more time and energy and effort, but you feel so much more free, and you are free, and it's your own creation, and there's a whole bunch of other different sectors along the way. Some people, didn't even get to the point of choosing to turn vegan ever throughout their whole life, and that's all right. That's their responsibility. That's their choice, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, I don't care what nobody says or what nobody's doing. Personally, I'm continuing to be vegan. I'm just continuing to have it in the long run, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what anybody else says. If anybody else gets down the line, they're like, oh yeah, well I'm 30, 40, 50, you don't need to be vegan. Ha ha ha. You need, I don't care what anybody else says, I'm continuing just to do it day by day, okay? And also, another thing is that, some people, they end up doing some really bad things, and winding themselves, away from the population, away from society. They find themselves in isolated conditions, literally in bondage, imprisoned, locked up, incarcerated, stuff like that. Some people kill themselves. Some people commit suicide. Some people kill other people and then they get killed. The list goes on of extreme negatives out there, and like, I'm keeping it real with y'all, I've never done that at all. I've never attempted to kill myself. I've never killed anybody or any animal, at all. And it's some heavy stuff, but it goes on out there. And to be honest, there's music out there that promotes it and whatever, you don't have to listen to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I keep my ears pretty tuned in to stuff that's really serving me and that I'm actually willing to enjoy, like jazz, like, inspiring rap, like inspiring rock and R&B and classical and all that stuff, bossa nova, all that stuff, And at the same time, like, the older we get, the, the higher and higher on the totem pole we become, like the higher and higher on the pyramid we become. And it's like, we're like a plane, whenever planes land, and, they got to be real careful about how they're landing because it's a bunch of people, air control people, people waving the batons and other planes and all that stuff. And bottom line is you got to land that plane safe, and that's kind of like us and our vehicle, our physical vehicle body, avatar, whatever you want to call it. And the more and more we rise up in the consciousness, especially being vegan, with the meditation, with the health, with the wellness, with the nutrition, everything, getting out in the sun, all that stuff, the more and more we're able to like throw away all this overthinking stuff. Am I a perfect person? No. Do I have it all figured out? No. Am I a saint? No. I'm just sharing what all I can share, and I'm just sharing some real talk. I was raised in some extremely turbulent conditions, and there was many times that I was extremely depressed. So that's why I went all out at school, or on these little video games and stuff like that, because I was able to interact with new friends and just get away from home, and enjoy nature, life, sports, all that stuff. And that's that, you know what I'm saying? And then from then on, guess what? And even there, I've had depressing thoughts. I'm grateful to have two loving, amazing, beautiful parents that are still together for a long time, almost 30 years now. So that's a blessing. I pray for the day I find a woman that ride with me until I die. That's all I want. That's all I desire. It's just a ride or die. Literally, a woman where today's the start, and we going on until I die. After death, you know what I'm saying? That's literally the biggest and deepest desire I have, is just to have that one, to raise a family with, to build a family with, and to just get deep with, you know what I'm saying? Where I can I'm not trying to cry all the time, but if I want to cry, I can cry, and vice versa. Not in an unhealthy way, but just a simple cry, and it could be tears of joy, happiness, laughter, whatever, the list goes on, but just that type of family stuff. But what I'm saying is just people go all different types of directions, through school, and especially once we graduate from school, from high school, from college, that's when you got to start doing stuff on your own, making your own decisions, because, if you're real grown, you ain't going to be living with your mama and daddy, and not knocking if you living with your parents or not, but it's just if you real, you're going to step up out of that, you know what I'm saying, and actually grow and, have some alone time. That's all I'm saying. I'm an only child, so I'm really used to being alone, and sometimes it can get really annoying because nobody wants to hang out, or people are doing completely opposite stuff that you want to do. Like, for instance, I'm not a drinker, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a drinker at all. It doesn't mean I'll never drink it ever again, but it's just, that's not my thing, I'm a natural guy, that's it. Herbs, give me all the herbs in the world, and I'm cool, all the herbs, all the fruits, all that stuff, I'm cool. And maybe a few mimosas here and there, I'm cool, But all this other stuff, nah, you know what I mean? But bottom line is, what I'm saying is just not many people make it out, especially so-called spiritual people, whatever you want to call it, black, spiritual, dope, vintage, whatever y'all want to call it. We're not even a label, to be honest with y'all, but I'm gonna just call it spiritual people. Don't call it black or any of the other crap, okay? I'm just calling it spiritual people, people that have transcended and grown and are more or less a free spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like I am. And it can be real testy because there's a lot of different ways to go, some there's many times, and those closest to me, they know I've been very depressed, I've been through rehab, I've been put in a rehab facility, like a hospital facility, for a couple of weeks maybe or so. After I went vegan, I was homeless for a little while. It was only for maybe a couple of weeks or so, something like that. It wasn't that long at all. Thankfully, I had a friend come out and help, and I found, I had my parents too eventually, but they wanted me to see what's up. If I give up and I don't want to be productive, I don't want to create some type of business model, that's what happens. You're going to find yourself out living on the streets, So, mental health stuff is real. You know what I'm saying? It's very, 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 very real, Of course, I don't have it all figured out. I'm just saying at this present moment, I'm 2 years and 7 months into being a vegan. My 2 year and 7 month anniversary is coming in 4 or 5 days, whenever it turns October, it surrenders you, it connects you, it sensitizes you, all that for the better. And at the same time, it amplifies our expression, full range of expression of feelings, emotions, whatever you want to call it, and as we go higher and higher in consciousness, we start catching on to certain things, and I notice, when I hear about death, when I hear about guns, when I hear about violence, when I think about violence, when that stuff even, that angry rage even comes out of me, I know it's not healthy, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I love to just meditate, walk, come out in the sun, talk on the phone, make love, work out, stuff like that to help get that energy out, because after high school, after college, there's no coaches, there's no teachers out there freely just saying, hey, come on, run some laps, let's go stretch, let's go run, let's go walk. There's none of those people out there. You got to be on it, on yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be placed wherever they want to place you. So yeah, I did spend like a couple of weeks healing, in a rehab center, get my mind. I was able to see there was a whole bunch of other people who were going through similar things, and why I ended up there, I don't even have to explain myself, but what put me there was because I started to have an awakening, I was stressed out, I was paying bills, living by myself, and I was like, man, I was starting to, overcome the illusion, that we have been living in so long, all this junk that we've been studying for in school, all this crap, it didn't vibe with me anymore, you know what I'm saying? All I wanted to do was just have my own thing and start up my own stuff, which I'm doing, and I just get overwhelmed from trying to do all this college stuff, studying, working 2-3 jobs at a time, trying to have a love life, trying to party, trying to socialize, trying to have time for myself, trying to work out. I was doing everything, and I was stressed out. So I wound up there for a little while, and honestly, that mental health stuff is for real. Yeah, I'm still alive, I'm still well, and I'm improved, and at the same time, I still go through things. That's why I had to come out here, because I was going through some very dark thoughts, you know what I'm saying? When so-called lovers just disappear, vanish out your life, they say they love you, they say they're your friend, but then, boom, they gone, And it ain't no chasing, ain't no begging, because it's a clear cut communication from them. Now, you can perceive that however, who knows? I just have a faith that somehow, some way, I will make it. That's basically what gets me through the day. Honestly, a select few, literally, Mike Rashid and Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart, have been there to help me breathe, you know what I'm saying, to live, because they're way older, and, I know it's got to come from within, and it does, but, there are many times, where I'm, down and out a little bit, not all the time, I don't stay there, that's real unhealthy, but there are times where it's, sad or whatever, but none of these people ask, how you feeling, what, how can I help you, what's your day like, nobody does that at all. We're supposed to be that strong up here and everywhere else to just figure it out, you know what I mean? Figure it out, you know what I'm saying? That's it, to figure it out, all I can say is once you know better, you do better, and that's what I'm realizing, you know what I'm saying? It's not no easy cake ride, out here at all. So that part of that is just, you got to declutter your own mind and body from toxins, because sometimes you maybe start going through a strange phase with your body in this transition. Sometimes you may be just thinking of just some thoughts, just some whack thoughts, not even weird, but I'm just talking about just thoughts that don't make sense, rushing rapid thoughts, and that's why I'm overcoming now, and some people, they've gone forever, real young, real early. I remember just in high school, middle school, elementary school, people was dying, my own classmates was dying from guns, from what else, from drugs, all this stuff, and they were dead, drowning, and then from then on, I had deleted my Facebook, many years ago, and I just made a new one, and I wasn't even adding people I went to school with, because none of them even cared about me at all. They were way off in La La Land, partying up at different colleges and universities and stuff, So I just did my own thing, and who knows, there's probably a whole bunch more people that have died and passed away. You don't even know, for real. To be honest, all the people that we might have gone to school with, all the people we might have worked with, all the neighbors, all these people, friends, people we met at parties, all this stuff. I'm not trying to be a downer, I'm just keeping it real though, I'm plugged out, detached from all that bad news. You know, probably like almost when I began this vegan stuff, and I'm not praying that other people died or anything, but I'm just keeping it real though, because I only know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Literally, I only know what I'm doing. Even these people that we follow on social media, we still don't even know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they post a thing, but maybe it barely shows it posted right now on your page, but really it posted earlier or something, or later than something. Or you know what I'm saying? That's creepy, that's stalking, You get what I'm saying, okay? The only truth is you really know what you're doing, And even if you live with your parents or family or a relative or a loved one or whoever, and you're trying to spy in on them or creep in on them, you're still not plugged into their brain and their mind and their soul. Okay, so don't get smart with me. Don't try to get smart out with me at all. Okay, y'all know what I mean. The real people know what I'm saying. But I'm saying like, it's some deep stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there probably is a huge chance of a lot of this pool of people that's brought into life that we've come in contact with, people at parties, friends, workers, whatever, like that might have passed away, you know what I'm saying? That might be locked up forever or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of stuff we have no idea about, and I'm not out here trying to search for all that crap because personally, it doesn't serve me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it might be sad and tragic, but honestly, if they truly was close to me, I already am aware that I would know, that their family will reach out to my family, that they will reach out to me personally, about this. So that's why I'm not even tripping. But honestly, there probably are a lot of people, and we see it time and time again with celebrities, they wind up dead in hotel rooms, drugged up, overdosed on drugs, We see it time and time again with gangs and violence and stuff, people dying over a color, or over like $5 or something like that. So I don't know what all be going on, you know what I'm saying? I really don't know. But the fact that I'm here, up, still alive, early 20s, you know what I'm saying? That's a blessing in itself. And I feel like it will pay off in the long run, to be honest, because that's why sometimes I've even got to remind myself that I'm alive. I've got to remind myself, I've got to even pull out baby photos to be like, wow, this is you, Sky. You're still here, eternal authenticity. You're still here. All them other people are gone, probably. And that's why I feel intuitively, honestly. Because there's very few people that I've connected with, And honestly, none of them have still stayed. A lot of them have just gone, here and gone. The fact that I got to think so hard to try to realize who my true, real friends are, that's sad in itself. You know what I'm saying? That shows that you got to be your own best friend first and foremost. The relationships I had, great, thank you. I'm grateful, you know what I'm saying? I'm still walking alone, Maybe they were preparing me, who knows? For my real one, I don't know. That's all I ever wanted was just a ride or die, literally. No games, no cheating, no hiding, no secrets, no lies, none of that stuff. But just real talk, real harmony and synthesis in tune with each other, where we will build, grow, and last long together. So that's all I'm saying. Just giving y'all a message, putting out some perspective out there, about being grateful for our life. You know what I'm saying? Because when you inside, indoors, in an apartment, house, office, whatever, work, whatever, sometimes you'll be stimulated, you'll be feeling like depressed, you'll be feeling anxious and stuff because you'll be like, man, I just want to be free. I want to be out in the nature, out in the sun, like I was when I was a child and stuff like that, and then, if you really haven't been doing the work with your nutrition, with your health and everything, you really going to be feeling it, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, and even I'll be feeling it too, and I'm vegan, and things have gotten better, but still at the same time, some of the stuff, they say when you go higher and higher on the totem pole, higher and higher on the pyramid, higher and higher on the scale, the less people understand. And that's another thing that gets kind of, it can get to us in a way because you feel very misunderstood. And you are, to be honest, you are. You know what I'm saying? If you are alone and feel like you don't have any friends, you are being misunderstood. And don't take it as a wrong thing. I'm just a light sharing that, hey, you know, I'm going through the similar stuff, just in another way. This YouTube stuff probably is what helps unite people, to be real with y'all, because it be some funny stuff going on in this world, and I'm just searching for the truth day by day. You know what I'm saying? Day by day. I would hope people want to see people win together, but it's like I come out and most people are asleep, or don't even care, or even disrespectful, but not even bold enough to come out in real life and do it. You know why? Because they scared. They know love is the truth. That's why. They know love is the truth. So I don't know. I'm just giving y'all some real vibes. Y'all have a great day. It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live.